All right, welcome, folks. Today we're going to talk about jumbo frames and how that affects your 2.5 gigabit speed on your local networks, maybe slash your internet provider. So first off, we'll start about jumbo frames. Okay, so jumbo frames perfectly explained right here. All right, so your MTU, basically, that's going to be your router, okay? Most routers cannot go above 1500 for the MTU, which is okay because if your local network, you're transferring files, you're maybe got a Plex server, you're streaming stuff off, you're, let's see, transferring files, depositing files, like if you have a NAS or anything like that, this is going to play in with it. And the one thing to note here is the top line. This is going to be your normal, we'll say 1500 um, jumbo frame setting or disabled, where it chops up the file into little segments as it feeds it across your network. And some of you might have noticed with big files you're transferring, you're only getting like what, 30, 40 megabits per second, 20 megabits per second, maybe 80 megabits per second max. I mean, not very, very good, right? And then down here, this is with your jumbo frame at a 9,000-ish bytes, and it can go higher than that, folks. But just for this example, 9,000-ish bytes, and basically you get more payload, so it's like almost 2.5, 3 per payload of these. So i.e., you get more per load, makes it faster. So that's really what it is. Basically, you're, well, wasting time, as it perfectly says there. On the old way, new way right here with the big jumbos, way better. I also found this little one. I like this one better. I thought this was really cool how it shows you here. Example, it shows you this stuff, but just imagine as your network cable, data's flowing. There it goes. Chop, 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 chop. Bloop, done. And I've proven this on my own. I currently run a UOnly, or UANLY as I would call it, switch. This is a managed switch, and I do have it up. I'm going to show you what I set. I went into this switch not knowing, I really didn't know what jumbo frame was until I went into this switch, and I went in here, and this is in my configuration for the system, and then you see this jumbo frame right here, and I can flip that between 1500s and 16. It does not have the 9000 available, so put the max, right? 1600. Got it. It's already set. The other piece that you're going to have find is in your local system. This I thought was very interesting. So I'm in my network connections. This is the actual device, if you will. That's my controller. I'm going to go properties on it. This is within Windows. And you can kind of ignore what I set here. I do my own thing. But go to the configure button right here. And this is where you're going to find something very interesting on your network controller. So go to your network controller, go to the same step, go to the advanced tab, look for something that'll say jumbo packet, jumbo frame, jumbo anything. Well, you see here, mine has it up down, right? So there's the 9000, but look, mine can go down to 8. It can, original default, this thing was set to disabled. Original default when I found this was set to disabled, and then I enabled it. Plus I did a driver upgrade on this, and I got it no higher than that. As you can see, I'm hitting the up. There you go. No higher than that. And then I hit OK. Well, once you do that, your jumbo frame is now enabled to go over 9,000 frames. The router, or this, not the router, excuse me, the switch is set to 16,000 frames. The other computer system that you're going to, maybe it's set at 16 or maybe it's set at 9. It really doesn't matter. It's just that it's an open dialogue between the two, and it will connect at what speed is needed. So, again, you'll probably need a managed switch. This is a good one. The brand, I've used it now for quite a few months. It's been solid. This one's unavailable. I don't know why, but the key is the managed switch. That's what you want. And on that, you should have a jumbo frame setting. And then, like I said, you will not waste time anymore. The one big thing I can tell you I've noticed, my transfer rates to my Plex server, so dropping files there, I went from, I would say, probably 40 megabits per second per file. This one over 200 megabits. So I'm doing like 250, close to dang near 300 on some of those files. So I more than tripled my speed by going with the jumbo frame. One thing I've also noticed is the jumbo frame on internet and playing games and stuff like that. My connections are a lot more solid. The game doesn't tend to stutter a little as it did before. It's just a tad. It was just a tad. It was just something noticeable, but not really impacting my game. And also, who was huge. I went online and Steam had an update, right, queued up for some of my games. Oh my word, I have never seen Steam download updates so fast in my life as they did when I had Jumbo Frame enabled. So, for what it's worth out there, you gamers and everybody, this is the bee's knees. Like 2.5, if you can get it, oh my word, it is glorious. Any of you NAS and home networking people, also, it's glorious. The key thing too is if you buy a 2.5 device, right? Adding card or whatever, a device, I don't know. But if you insert it and let's say you go to this and you configure again, and it's already got jumbo frame enabled and it's already at its top dog, okay, good for you. But on mine, this was disabled originally. So I implore you to check yours and move it up to the max it can go of the 1600. Because if you put it above that, I don't know what it would do with my Switch, but my Switch only goes to 1600. So that's that. All right, guys, I scoured YouTube for this. Nobody's talking about it. I scoured the web. You can find it on certain bulletin boards, so I thought I'd do a YouTube of it. I will post a link to this Switch out there on this one. And yeah, have a good day.